Well, OKC is up 3-2 against the Spurs. Um, yeah, I won by around 13 points. They just need one more win, and they make it to the finals again. Yeah, OKC played really good. Shea had like 17 free throws. Caruso had 22 points. Really good for them. Jared McCain with 20 points. Uh, he was pretty good. Shea with 32. Big Heart, he was pretty good. He got 15 rebounds for them. Chet with 11 rebounds. Yeah, pretty substantial for them. And for the Spurs, of course, you got Wemby. He had 26 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks. He he was, yeah, obviously was in the game, but he wasn't as impactful as I want him to be. He was 4 for 15 from the field. That's just not good at all. Uh, a surprise this game. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Champagne. He was on fire this first half, and throughout the game he had 22. Shot 50% from three, got 8 rebounds. He was huge. Stephon Castle, 24 points. He was really good. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals. Genuinely very impactful. A little bit disappointed with De'Aaron Fox. 9 points, 4 from 15. Genuinely, but he did get out 8 assists, so that helped out. And before I move on, I just wanted to say I feel so bad for this Carter Bryant kid, because it feels like every time he's on the court, he makes 1 or 2 bad plays and everyone's just on him. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm sure it didn't cost them the game per se, but still, like, he still got a lot to learn, definitely. And he wasn't bad either. He had 7 points and a rebound. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This game was honestly extremely frustrating to watch, especially towards the end, because I feel like this game was definitely lost in the fourth quarter. Like, I know they were down by 20 at one point, but they started to make a comeback. They were only down by like 8, I want to say, at one point, uh, between the third quarter and the start of the fourth quarter. They were only down by like 8 points or something like that. It seemed winnable for sure, and then they just lost all of that momentum. And to be fair, so did OKC. At the beginning of the fourth quarter, it was maybe a terrible, maybe like 6 minute stretch, 5 minute stretch where like nothing happened. It was just turnovers and missed shots and like bad plays and turnovers on turnovers. It was just kind of disappointing, which the OKC can afford to do that, obviously, because they have a nice lead. But that's where the Spurs, have to capitalize. Like, you can't win. You can't win against the Thunder without outplaying them. Like, you genuinely have to play better than them for longer than they're playing for in order to beat them. And that's just how good of a team there are. And yeah, it was just kind of deflating to just watch that happen, because it looked like a lot more was gonna happen, especially with the run that they packed on early. But unfortunately, no, it didn't pan out that way, and OKC takes the win. And the Spurs just cannot play careless basketball. Just letting it go, dribbling, however, not always keeping your eye on the ball, um, not being open for passes at all times. This is obviously conference finals against the other best team in the league, right? So there's there's no reason why you shouldn't be on guard at all times. And I feel like maybe they got into their own head a little bit and, overthinking it a lot. But yeah, it felt like it was super detrimental, especially because these guys are younger guys, um, and especially this series. I mean, not this series. This playoff run. They've only been going against teams a lot worse than them. Like easy series for sure. And this team is a great matchup for them. So they can't just dilly dally like they could have before. Like half brake, half gas. They just have to go full throttle, defense, offense, everything, and just make sure that they can get the series win. I definitely don't think it's over. They're going back to home court. They have advantage. They got time to rest and recalibrate. And yeah, but what I need from this team is I definitely need Wemby to do more and to play more. Like obviously that's kind of selfish, asking him to just play better, but he has to, like th- what I notice with these teams is OKC without Shea is a lot better than the Spurs without Wembanyama, definitely. So it's like it kind of reminds me of Nikola Jokic, how like he had to basically be on the floor all the time in order for his team to win those minutes, and Victor kind of has to do the same thing. And I'm also kind of disappointed. He needs to grab more rebounds. He only had like I don't know, like 5 rebounds or something. But like, you know, you have to take every single rebound that you could get, especially against this team that's really good with rebounding and good not a good shooting team, but like a team that capitalizes on turnovers, on second chance points, on steals, and all of that stuff. But yeah, the Spurs have a lot of thinking to do, a lot of practicing to do, a lot of planning that they have to get done. Definitely. So we'll see who steps up. We'll see what changes they make, what they decide to do, what approach they make. But yeah, that's it for me. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you like the content that I make, subscribe. And if you disagree or have a point that I didn't bring up, leave it in the comments. Other than that, have a great day, y'all.